Hello, slideshow technicians. This is a tutorial video about how to integrate a Zoom meeting in with the worship slides for a Sunday morning live streaming service. We'll begin by logging into the slideshow computer as you normally do, and we're going to start up both of the slideshows, both the announcements and the worship slides. And then I'll just minimize them once they're started, but we have two slideshows going in the background. Now that we have the slideshows operating, we're going to initiate the Zoom meeting. And we'll do that by clicking on the Zoom icon down here. This is the Zoom client software installed on this machine, and we are operating under the church's Zoom account, which has a limit of 100 participants and 24 hours. So we're not going to run out of time. This is a paid account. We'll start the Zoom meeting by clicking on New Meeting, and there you see me, and we'll join with computer audio. Okay, now part of the meeting is going. The initiator of the meeting, that is whoever's operating it, in this case me, has started. Now we need to invite the appropriate participant to be in the Zoom meeting. So we're going to go down here to participants, and then over on the side there's this little button that says invite. So we're going to invite, and we can invite people who are already in our contact list. But if they are not, the person we want to invite is not in the contact list, then we can send the invitation by email, and we'll use the default email application that's installed on this computer, which is Microsoft Office Outlook, and we'll just type in the email address of the person that we want to invite into the Zoom meeting. So in this case it's SUZETTE at cpfumc.org. This is Suzette's email address and the address at which she would receive the invitation to join this meeting. Okay, since she's not there right now at this time that I'm making this tutorial video, I will initiate a participant in a different manner. I'm going to get out of this. I don't want to save my changes. I will initiate the meeting with someone who I know is around right now, and that is one of our contacts named Jane Howard, my wife. So I will click on her and say invite to the meeting. It shows that Jane Howard has been invited, and now we're waiting for Jane to respond to the invitation. Wow, that was quick. She's in our waiting room. We have to admit her to the meeting by clicking on the admit button. And here is Jane. Thank you. Hi. Okay, great. Now we have Jane here in the meeting. And Jane is, for the purposes of this tutorial, is playing Suzette. So we're going to make Jane full screen, and we're going to get rid of this participants. And we're going to make, we want to make the Zoom meeting speaker full screen so that she is very prominent, because this is going right into the live stream. So we want people to see this person full screen. Okay, now in the background, I've already started both of the slideshows. So to get back to the slideshows from here in full screen, we hit Alt-Tab, and you can see on the screen a variety of windows appear. This is the first one is Jane, which is live. Then we have the Zoom client. Then we have the worship slides, the announcement slides, and some recording software that I'm using to record this tutorial that won't appear normally. So let's just say we're in the worship service. I'm going to start these slides, by hitting F5. Okay, so now we're in the worship service slides. The Zoom meeting is still running in the background. Here I hold down the Alt key and hit Tab. You can still see Jane is there. Thank you. And but we want to be running this slideshow, F5. So we'll be going through the service, going through all of the different places. And then in this particular slideshow, we get down to where the children's moment will be, and that's where Suzette is going to be participating. So we'll get to that. And this song, Sanctuary, is the cue today that we will be launching into the children's moment. And Peter will be speaking it, so you'll have the verbal cue from him as well. But this is in the worship bulletin that you'll get before the day that you're running the slide, so you can see where the points are where a remote participant such as Suzette would be entering the service. So we sing this song. I don't know if it has, yeah, it has two slides to it, and then as soon as that's over, there's only two. Let me go up one. Then we hit Alt-Tab, move over to Suzette, boom, there she is, full screen. Say something, Suzette, Jane.
Hi from Michigan.
And you're giving the children's sermon now, so you're saying children's sermon things and bring your animals up close and all of that kind of thing, right?
Actually, did you know that the alphabet song tune is exactly the same as the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star tune?
Oh.
The children love that.
Okay, great. And okay, so now Suzette is finished with her children's moment, and we'll use the Alt-Tab sequence, holding down. I find it's most convenient to use my left hand and hold down the Alt key and hit Tab and go right back to the PowerPoint slides and advance to the next slide.
Except they sing the song, so you'll have to go back one.
Oh, okay, so yeah, you're right. So we'll be singing Sanctuary again, and verse 2, and then we'll be at the tree. Now we leave Suzette, that is the Zoom meeting, running in the background because Suzette will be participating in the prayer time, not in a video fashion, but her audio will be coming in. So let's go on down to the prayer time. And I don't know exactly where it is. I think we have something here, and then we have a medley of 3 songs. And this is the gospel lesson, and this song is in there somewhere. And in any event, I don't have the worship bulletin in front of me, so I don't know exactly where the cue is for the prayer time and where the prayer song is, but you'll see it. And Suzette will be monitoring the Facebook page for prayer requests. So Jane, Suzette, can you just make up a prayer request and speak it?
Hyacinth's brother Walter has had a bad turn of events with infections, and he has been in and out of the hospital, so prayers for Walter.
Okay, great. So you see that even though the Zoom meeting is not live and showing video, the audio from the Zoom meeting is still coming through into our system and is going out over the live stream. So that's why it's important to leave that Zoom meeting running until the service is completely over. It just runs in the background, and Suzette's audio through the Zoom meeting will enter the service without her actually being seen on screen. So then we just keep going, and I think this is the prayer time. Yeah, this is the prayer time. And then this is, I think this might be the final hymn of the service. Okay, and then we have this tree while Peter gives us a dismissal and we sing the Shalom song. And then it's important, of course, to get this slide in. And then the service is actually over. And Jody...
After Jody finishes the postlude.
The service is over, but Jody will be playing some postlude type music, so we'll usually have a slide like this up. Actually, the camera will be showing Jody. And when Jody is finally finished, the technicians on the live streaming system will do a fade to black. At that point, our live streaming is over as well as the service. So the service will have ended, and you can then shut down all of the different things that we've started. We can escape out of this, shut down. I'm going to go Alt-Tab over to the other slideshow and end that. And then all we have left here is Suzette, aka Jane, on the Zoom meeting, and we can say goodbye and thank you for participating, and we'll see you next Sunday. And that's it. So I'm going to end the Zoom meeting by clicking on end meeting for all, and Suzette Jane is gone, and then I close the Zoom software, and that is how you start and end a Zoom meeting and integrate it in with the worship slides.